Well, the Lakers in motion indeed. Not long ago, reported by Yahoo Sports' Adrian Wojnarowski that Houston will send Corey Brewer and a first-round pick to the Lakers in exchange for scorer Lou Williams, who's putting together a tremendous season. And Lou tweeted, "Thanks for the love, LA. I've enjoyed my stay." All right, let's explore this a little more now. We bring in David Aldridge of NBA TV and TNT. So, another shooter for this Houston team. And David, Lou Williams was a piece. He was a guy that was out there that could have helped a lot of teams, and I would imagine had a lot of interest now going into the trade deadline, didn't he?
Sure. The Rockets always want to keep the pressure on in terms of having shooters and scorers on the floor surrounding James Harden. Corey Brewer was not working out this year in that regard, so you flip him in a first-round pick for a guy that's as capable a scorer, gets as hot as quickly as anybody. It makes sense. It's a very low-risk move for Houston. Lou is not a great defensive player, I think it's fair to say, but he is a very, very capable scorer as much as a shooter. And so for that second unit, having him come in with an Eric Gordon just creates even more space for everybody. So it's just the rich getting richer, really.
Yeah, and Greg, I talked about what a great season that Lou Williams has put together. He's been instant offense for these teams. He kept them in games in a dismal season. He has been a real bright spot for them. So what kind of a weapon does he bring now?
Well, to DA's point, the thing about Lou, he is more of a scorer as well, which they don't have a lot of. This takes a little bit of the playmaking pressure off of James Harden, because Lou is a guy that can create his own offense for stretches. Right. And I think that's really going to be invaluable to this group. That's the one thing when you look at them, much like we see with Russell Westbrook, James really has to play well generally for them to win games. Now, he doesn't have to be great every night, and I think that's really going to be important for them. Now, the flip of that, from the Lakers standpoint, listen, Corey Brewer may not be long-term, but he's a veteran guy, has been on good teams. He's also more defensive-oriented than maybe they played this year. And then you just never know with that first-round pick how that's going to ultimately materialize. It's going to be a deep draft if it's for this upcoming season. And right now, if you're the Lakers, they've got to acquire assets. They really do. I know Magic has said, or has been on record, said they're not looking to part with any of their young talent. But the reality is we don't know that any of those young guys are going to ultimately be superstars. And so if the right situation presents itself, I would be shocked if they weren't willing to make a move to give them a chance to be viable sooner. No disrespect to their young players. They're good young players, but I don't know that they're going to become great. And ultimately, for the Lakers to get back to relevancy, they got to have great players on that roster.